Well, what you want to do when you work with an attorney on long-term care issues, you really need to have somebody that sort of has different areas of expertise. I mean, if we're talking about doing planning, wills and trusts and those kinds of things are how we deal with property transfers after death, and there's tax issues that play into that, and so we need to have some of that expertise for long-term care. But then you also need to have some expertise in these benefit programs, and so trusts are a tool that we use a lot with benefit programs. But sometimes we've seen where a trust that will work for one tool for one reason may not work for another reason. Even between Medicaid and VA, a trust that will work for Medicaid planning won't work for VA planning. It has to have different pieces to it. And so I think, anytime you're looking for an elder law attorney, which is a term that's used for attorneys that help people with aging and care issues, you really want somebody that not only can do trusts and understand property transfers and things like that, but you want attorneys that have actually done Medicaid applications, that have actually done VA applications. Sometimes we'll hear families that they go to their longtime attorney, and they have some Medicaid questions, and the attorney is willing to help, but the way the conversation goes, the attorney says, well, I'll go research that for you, and so and going and maybe finding an answer to a specific Medicaid question is a lot different than coming up with a whole sort of cohesive strategy that's going to get the best overall result. And so what we do is we want to take people from A to Z. So not only giving them some feedback and advice, but actually walking you all the way through to the end of the road where you get those benefits, where we're doing the Medicaid application process. And as far as the general practice attorney, I mean, it gets also to the idea of death planning versus this life care planning. Just because somebody maybe can help you do your will, if they haven't actually dealt with these benefit programs and walked through the life care planning, they just might not be familiar with it. It doesn't mean that they're not a good attorney, but it's not an area that they deal with every day. Just like in our office, there's types of law that we're not going to touch because that's not what we do every day. We'll refer those to other people that have that expertise, And so we regularly work with people. And in fact, other attorneys even refer clients to us because when attorneys realize, or maybe they're educated about this issue and they realize there's still things that can be done that they're not familiar with, then they, get us involved. And it's kind of like you might even think of, when somebody goes to the doctor, you have your primary doctor, but then you go to the cardiologist because you have problems with your heart. But then guess what? If you need surgery, then you're going to go to the cardiac surgeon. And so that's kind of the situation here too, where you need somebody that has the specialized expertise that's been down this road before, that has done it, many times, and can help your family do it too, and get a better result and get the care we need and find a way to pay for it.